This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to you all? Response me if you can hear me. Okay, good. Fine then. So, till last class, we have done some charts. Along with that basic charts, we have tried creating folders and a hierarchy, right? So, in case if you have any doubts in creating those hierarchies, and then also we started creating groups, sets, and filters, right? So we started creating filters also. So now let's see here the other options, what and all we have. So before I start, if in case you people have a doubt, you can ask me, then I'll proceed with the next step. Okay, since there is no question from your side, I'll consider as no doubts. Okay, now let's proceed here. Let me repeat a few things which we have done. I've taken here filter option. Sum of sales to the column row, I've taken a subcategory. Then this subcategory is also a part of category. So I've taken category to the colors. So here you have a three colors for furniture, office supply, technology, right? For furniture, office supply, technology, you have this option, right? Now what I have to do, I need to make this filter option visible. So I have done two things. Edit filters, you can edit it in the same screen. If not, you have an option here as show filter. Once you click on the show filter, this option will appear. Now you can take this filter option, so which you have to select, which you have to deselect. Anything you are making a changes, you can make here. Okay, this is the first filter we have done. And then in second filter, I did the same thing. Here, I've taken a subcategory. So in this, which you have to apply, which you have to remove, those options you can select and then apply it. So only the selected option will display. So same subcategory, but here instead of category, I've taken a subcategory. Next one, I have taken a customer name, and it's sales. I took the customer name in a drop down. Then I want here a wildcard. Wildcard means I need any customer name. The customer name wherever there is ARE. It can be in the beginning, it can be in an end, it can be in between. Wherever there is a letter ARE, I need this to be extracted. So containing ARE I have taken. Again after that I did the same thing, but here instead of containing I have taken here starts with Ben. So any name whichever starts with Ben is been displayed here. And then I went for ends with. In the ends with, I have taken here son. Okay. So here we have whichever the names that is ending with son. Then the last one is exact match. So ends with, I have taken the same thing here. Okay, I would have duplicated it. Then here exact match. When you're giving an exact match, you have to type the entire name. If you're not typing the entire name, only the short form you are writing, then this output will not appear. This is what we have done in a last class. Okay, so filters. Now we are still going to continue with the filter option. I add a new sheet. Let me take a customer name again and then a sales. After taking a sales, again I'm taking a customer name to the filters. Now what I will do, we have already done with this wildcard, we will go with the condition. I'll say here by field sales, see you have greater than, okay, not equals to, less than equals to, greater than equals to. So greater than equals to I'll say that any sales that is greater than 15,000. Then I'll click on this apply. So greater than 15,000 have three sales. Okay. Let's make this as 10,000. I'll make it as 10,000. Apply. So these are the sales which are greater than equals to 10,000. I'll click on this OK. So I'm renaming this greater than 10,000 sales. Okay, let's do the next one. I'll add another sheet. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. Customer name, sales. I'm taking a customer name again into the filters. Condition. This time again by field but not greater than. I'll take less than. Less than or equals to. Less than or equals to 1000 I will take. Apply. See, this many sales are there which is less than 1000. Okay, let me take here less than 500. Apply. So still we have many things. Let me take here less than 300. So less than 100, this much sales we have. Okay, I'll click on this OK. So I'm renaming this as less than 100 sales. Less than 100 sales we have, and you can use this filter option. Okay, so have done two things: greater than 10,000, less than 100. You can try this. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Try this and let me know if you have done. I'll repeat again. I went to this customer name to the rows. I have added customer name to the rows. Sales to the text. Sales to the text. Okay. Again, I've taken a customer name to the filters. Go to the edit filters. Take a condition greater than equals to 10,000. I've taken. In the next sheet, same thing I've added, but less than 100 I've taken. You try this. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Have you all done this? Response me. You have to reply me. Okay, good. Fine then. We'll go for the next one. Customer name to the rows, sales to the text. I'm taking customer name again to the filter. So this time, not with the condition, we will go with the top. So what is this top? Top values, bottom values. This we are going to see. Top values and bottom values. In this top values, I need to see the top 10 sales by the customer. You can apply. So you can see the top 10 sales. Again the same thing, bottom, apply. So you can see bottom 10. So now let me just take top 10, apply. Okay. I rename this as top 10 sales. Then I'll add another sheet taking the same customer name to the row, sales to the text, and again the customer name to the filters. In this top, by the field, I'm choosing here bottom 10. In case if you want to change the numbers, you can change the numbers. Now I'm clicking on this apply. Again, okay. These are the bottom 10 values. I'm renaming it as bottom 10 sales. Okay, this two I have done. Now if you want to try, you try this. The next topic I'll teach you next. After this, try this. I'll give you 2 minutes, finish this, then I'll start with the parameters. Okay, then I'll show you the next step. Okay, now what we will do, let me take this customer name to the filters all. Okay, then again the customer name to the row, sales to this place. Now what I want to do, I'll go for this edit filters. I'm going to the top by formula. Top 10 sales. So you can mention here top or bottom, whatever you want. Okay, I'll take here as sales. We have a sales. I'm just taking here sales greater than. Okay, greater than top 10 sales. Top 10 sales, whichever is greater than 8,000, we will give greater than 8,000. So it says there is an error. Okay, the formula what you are going to define. It says there is a mirror must be an aggregate and calculated only with the fields. So what we do, we will use this formula with the formulas creation. Okay, so what I'm doing, let me show that formulas in that place. Now we have a option here as create calculation field. Here we can see, now as of now, filters, these are the options we have, but I have the other things also to show you. So I'm going to repeat the same thing which I have started with the filter. So categories, we have an option as categories which I have taken for filtering option. Okay, filter. Now what happened here, I'll show you this in a new sheet itself. I'm taking the subcategory to the row, sales, sales to the column, I get a bar chart. Now category to the colors, so you got this colors. Again category, I'm putting into filter. I'll click on this OK. Now I have to filter this, so what we will do, we'll go for edit filters, choose whatever you want, apply or OK you do. According to that you will get. So we have office supplies and technology. Now I don't want to see the technology, I'll remove the technology, I'll take a furniture. Okay, now furniture and office supply I'm having. Now again and again don't want to go for this edit filter, so I'll take this show filters, I'll get this option here itself. Let's take all. Now is there any other method of displaying this filter option? So see here, I have an option here as single value list. When I select this, you have this radio buttons. Previously it was for selecting tick mark you had. Now it is radio button. I can select only one option at go. Okay, I cannot select multiple options. Even when I hold a control and select also, I can't do it. I can only select one option. So that is what you have an option here as single value list. Again, you have one more thing, single value drop down. Single value drop down. I select this. In a single value drop down, you can select furniture. Again, this is also single select, office supply, technology, all. Okay, so single value list. Again, we'll go for editing. I have this category drop down, single value slider. Now you can see the slider. See, you can move this furniture, office supply, technology. To come back, you can use this all. Then again furniture. Then you have office supply. Then this. If not, you can click here. You can click on the points. Then it will automatically show you the filters. So this is all. Again I go here, I take here as multi-value list. This is what we were getting when we have applied the filters, right? Now I take this, I'll go for this drop down. So other than this, you have multiple values drop down. You can click on this drop down, pick whichever you want. Okay, then done. So those things you'll get. Again, you can select, you will be getting. Then this is multiple value custom list. This is a bit difficult. In case if you want to search it, you have to type entire thing. Furniture. Suppose I want to get furniture. So then this gives a drop down. You can select this. So you got the furniture. Now I need to go for the next one. Technology. Until unless you don't give a right word, the correct spelling of entire thing, you will not be getting. So like this, you have to use it. Okay, now again I go for this drop down. Now you have option here as wild card match. So this is simple. This is, I don't have to type entire thing. If I type 2 3 words also, it is enough. Okay, furniture. So I got this furniture. Then I'll go for this technology. So I got this technology. Then I have the other option, office. office supplies. See, I got this office supplies also. So how you want, you will get that option. So whichever kind of display you are comfortable, that you can use it. Okay, I'm going to use here multiple value list as my filter option. Okay, you try this. Any doubts in these options, in the filtering option, you can ask me. Okay, what I did is category I've taken edit filters. Edit filters, it will show you the dialog box. Instead I've taken show filters so that I can make a changes here itself. Once you take the show filters, you'll get a dialog box here for the filtering option. Now click on this drop down. You have a multiple options here for selecting the filters. You can select from this. Okay, try doing this. If any doubts, you ask me. Did you all try this? The types of filters, dialog box, how you can make it, the display of filter box. You have to respond me whether you have done or not. Let me go for the next one. Here, I'm taking the category. Instead of category, I'll take a customer name, or let me take a product name, then a sales. Okay, I have a sales option here. I've taken two things. One is product name and then a sales. So these are the products and I'm having its sales. So sales, I have so many things. You can sort this. Okay. If you sort it in descending order, highest one is 61. If you sort it in descending order, lowest one is 2. Okay. So I'm going to take here product name. Based on a product name, which is going to be just like a combination of everything. Now what we will do, we will create a parameters. Parameters is what? It is another kind of filters. So in this, we have done this top 10, bottom 10. It is something similar to this. I just want to increase top 10, top 20, top 30, top 40, like this. I just want to increase. So how you want to increase, that you can do it in this. Now I'll take here, um, again the same thing, product name. Okay, product name, to the filters, top. Here by field, if you take in this drop down, you have an option create new parameters. This option you have. If not, you have here also create parameters. See, in this dimension you have a drop down. If you click here, here also you get the create parameters. Same thing. Okay. Now I'm going to create here as range of product by 10. So the current value, it says by default 1. Okay. If you want to take it as a list, if you want to take it as a range, you can take it. So I'm just taking here as all. Okay. If you're taking all range, you can take it. Minimum is 1, maximum is 10. Now here I'm taking a step size. So I told you top 10, top 20. So here I'm giving as 10. By default here already it is 1 is there. 1 is there. So I'll click on this OK. Okay, you got this parameters. So now what I will do, I'll say this add to sheet or show parameter control. You got this. Okay, so now so I'll give here as 10. Okay, see, now edit parameters. I'll take this minimum. I'll click on this OK. Now see 10, it has become 11. Now format this. Anything if you want to make a changes, you can do. 20, 30. This keeps increasing. Okay. I'll just do one thing. I'll remove this. I'll take this parameters, drop it into filters. I'm doing it again. Product name. Add all the members. Sales to this text. Add to sheet. Now you have this range. I'm just removing this again. Show parameter control. Now see, can you see this? If I bring here 1, top 10, top 11, top 12. So how you want to increase, like that you can increase. So I'm taking here 1 parameter control, but this is not changing. So let me take here product name, filters, select all. Wait, let me take a category. I think I'll make some changes. Edit parameters. Okay, I'll do this parameters later. As of now, I'm not finding it solution. So show the parameter control. I get this to by edit. I'll do this later. Let's go for the next one. We will apply the formulas. Okay. Now here I'll take the product name, add all members, sales to the text. Now I'll go here, take this as create calculation field. Create calculation field. So I'm taking here sales greater than, I'm giving a heading itself like this, greater than 10,000, and I'll take here sales. See, you will get this ash sign, how you have the same thing, sales. Now what I want, greater than, even if it is equals to 10,000, I need this. Okay. Now it says what the calculation is valid. I'll click on this, apply, or you can click on this OK. Now you can see this, there is an option equals to means it is a calculated formula, and you have T and F means true or false. Now I take this and drop it into colors. Can you see here? So you have this colors option. Okay, you have this colors option. Now same thing, I'll take this and put it into filters. I'll take only false. Okay, whichever the sales that is greater than 10,000, you have to get it. Again, I'll go edit filters. I'll remove the false, I'll take it as true, apply. Okay, now see, these are the two things. Okay, instead of product name, I'll take here the customer name. Now you can see wherever there is a sales greater than 10,000, edit filters, I'll take false also, I'll click on this OK. Now you got this. Okay, to highlight and show it, you can use this. Instead of customer name, I'll take here subcategory. Now you can see the subcategory also, how the sales is displayed. Okay, so here whichever you want how to display, you can display. I'm just removing it. What I did is I went to the calculation field. Okay, I've taken here sales, that sales greater than equals to 10,000, greater than equals to 10,000, you have to take, give the value greater than equals to 10,000, then click on this apply and OK. Okay, now what I need, whichever you want to take. Now let me take a category and then a sales and drop it here. Now what happened, everything is greater than 10,000, right? So I'll click on this plus. Now you have this sales here also, it is next. I'm taking here as the option which you have here. Okay, so now you have a product name. I have this calculation sales. Let's put it into colors. Now if you put it into colors, you have a two color combination, true and false. Now where should I search this, where there is a red color? It is difficult for me, right? So I'll take the sales greater than 10,000, drop it into filters. I want to see only which is greater than 10,000, apply. Now you can see it. You can select this also, true, false, and I'll click on this OK. Everything is like this. Only two products we have it. So instead, what I choose is, instead of choosing this category, product list, I'll take a customer name. Customer name will apply both the filters. both the filters. I'll also consider here as show filters. Now I can see false, I can see true, whichever you want, both you want, that also you can see. So in this drop down, you may have both, whichever is greater than, less than. In case if you want to modify, we'll go for edit filters, or since we have a formula, I'll go for this formula, edit. Instead of 10,000, I'll give here as 5,000, greater than 5,000. Let's click on this OK. Okay, now you can scroll down and see there are more places. See, wherever there is greater than 5,000, you will have a value here. Okay, I'm just taking the sales and dropping here. You have a filters false. If you are taking here, true. If you want it as colors, drop this into colors. So you have this. Okay, how you want to take it, you can take it. I've taken group by measures. Okay, this is wrong. I'll go here, edit the formula. Instead of greater than 10,000, I have to give here as greater than 5,000. Okay, done. So this color is because of this function. Okay, so you can take true values, false values, apply however you want. Okay, greater than 5,000, wherever you have, you will get this. Creating a calculation field. So here we have taken sales greater than 5,000. So you try another one by taking a function. I'm only renaming it. You try this sales less than 1,000. You try this and tell me whether you can do it or not. Okay. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Try this and tell me. See, if you have doubts, you can ask me in the chat box, or any questions you can ask me directly also. Okay, if you have anything, you can ask me. I'm keeping this available for you. What I have done, try this. Have you all done this? Response me. Okay. I'm going for the next one. Let me try again. I'm taking a subcategory, then sales. I'll take the same subcategory here. Top values by field. Let me create here new parameters. Top 5. So current value, let it be 1, or if it is 10 also no problem. Step info. I have an option here as step info. How much it has to show me. Top 10 or top 20. How you want to give, you can give. So by default, it is taking here as current values. How much you would like to give, you can give here. I'm taking here as top 10 values. Then here let it be range itself. So how you want to filter, this is the set of information what I am creating. Okay. So now I will click on this. Okay. Now we have the C. Now yeah. So top 1 value, top 10, top 20, top 30. This is how you will get. Okay. Let's try the same thing. Okay. This is, I'm renaming it as top 10 subcategory. Rename top 10. By parameters. Okay, let's try this also one more time. Plus, I'm taking here product name, add all members. Sales, again I'm taking product name to the filters. Top by field, I'm taking here again by create a new parameters. So product by 10 range, let it be the same thing. Here I'm giving us 10. I'll click on this OK. Again OK. I got this. Now see here. So top 1 value. So top 10. Next one. Top 21. So it keeps increasing your sales. So you can do the same thing with your customer also. So I'm renaming this as top 10 range by product. We'll try this again. I'm taking again the next one. I'm not going to create a new one. Customer name. Again, I'll take a customer name here. But the problem here is when we created here product name, I have used the product name in the filters. Range by top 10. Okay, this I've taken. See, since I'm taking a customer name, For each and everything, you will have to create it. So I'm taking here sales. See product by 10 range. If I'm applying a filters, it is not accepting. So I'll show here show parameter control. Then to see it is not making a changes. The reason it's not a product, it is not a customer name. Okay. So now what I have to do, I'll delete this. If you're going to edit it, you can edit it. I'll hide a card. Now if you are creating for the customer, you can create here, create a parameters. So I'll take here customer by range. Okay, range, minimum, maximum, year limit. I'll take it as 10. Then I'll click on this OK. Customer by range, or let me take a show parameter control. Since the customer is text, it is not accepting the customer also. And moreover, I have not taken this directly. I have to drop this in a filter. First, I have to take this customer name in a filter. Customer name, then top. From here by field, you have to take here as create parameters, or I'll take here as customer by range. Sales, sum, anything you're going to do, you can do it. Or if you're entering a value, you can enter. So create a new parameters. I'll create here as customer by range of 10. Step, I'm taking here 10, top 10. I'll click on this OK. Again OK. So this customer range, this I'm deleting it, which is not required. So you have your option to apply the filter. See, top 1, top plus 10, again plus 10, plus 10. The values keeps on adding. So you can try this. Parameter for customer. Try this. If any questions you have, any doubts you have, you can ask me. Have you all done this? Which one you couldn't hear, Meena? Meena, you can tell me which you were not able to hear me? Am I not audible to everyone? Did I miss anything by keeping it mute? See, response me. If you people are not responding me, then I still have to continue from where I have stopped. Meena, if you have anything, you put it in chat box, ma. I'll repeat that which you didn't hear me. Most of them are busy in calls rather than class. Okay, so this is the general calculation by default what I'm going to do. Okay, now let me take here the sales. Simple, I'm just putting a sales here. This is my sales. This is my normal sales. Again, in this sales, how much total sales has happened, this I need to know. So I'm taking here, clicking on this drop down, you have an option, measures. I'll take here as count. So these are the number of sales has happened. Now again I take the sales, drop it here, convert this into what is my least sales, minimum. I'm taking here minimum sales amount. Again take a sales, drop it into text box. I'm going to convert this measures maximum. Okay. Again take a sales, drop it here in a text. Go for this drop down measures. I'm converting this into average. Average. Okay. Now again next one. Okay. Again next one. I take the sales, drop it into text. So here I'm converting this the same thing as sum. Let it be the sum itself. I'm not changing anything. So count, minimum, maximum, average, just by taking the field and conversion I have done. Now the same thing we I'm going to try with this calculation. Okay. To make it clear, I'm redoing once again. I'm taking a sales, dropping into this text. So it shows me sum of sales. Click on this drop down. You will find an option as measures sum. Measures sum. So in this, I want to know how many number of sales has happened. So count. So there is 9,994. Again, take a sales, drop it into text. It says again sum. I need a minimum sales. So again, I'm going here, drop down, measures, converting into minimum. Take a sales, drop it into text box. Now from this sum of sales, I'm going to convert the measures into maximum. Okay, three things. One is count, the next one is minimum, the next one is maximum. Now I need an average sales. So take the average sales, drop it into text. Now you got the sum of sales. Click on this drop down, go for the measures. Here it says as average. So I'm converting into average. So you got this average. Now the last one, again I'm taking a sales and dropping into text. I got this sum of sales. This is what I got. These things we are going to try by using the calculation. I'm going to use here calculation field. The same thing with the calculation. Okay. So now you have an option here, drop down. I'll click on this create calculation field. Okay. I'm going to use here total sales. So no need to give equals to, directly take it as sales, open a bracket. So what we have to do, we have to make a sum total. sum of sales. So I'm selecting the sales. So you have an option here. What are the types of functions you have and how to use it, or with an example. I'm closing this. Now I'm just taking a sum of sales. If you are missing any expression, any formulas, this will show you this calculation contains error. What might be the error? It says expecting closing parenthesis, closing bracket is not given, or a comma, or while using a phrase of argument. So I'll close the bracket. It says me now the calculation is valid. That means this formula is clear without errors. I'll click on this OK. I got this top sales, drag and drop it. Total sales, I got this. You can see here 2297201, 2297201. Yes. Now I take the other one. Okay. Again I go for this create calculation field. I'll take here as average sales. Now here I type AVG average sales. I'll select the sales. Click on this OK. I got this average sales. Put it into text box. 229.9. So you have the same thing. 229.9 is your average. Now I'm going to calculation field. So if you can do one more method also, you will be having the sales, right? So you can right click. You have an option here as create calculation field. So by default sum is selected. I just need to give here as minimum min, close the bracket, and I'm renaming this as minimum sales. Minimum sales. So see here. So there is two brackets here. So I'm closing one bracket, removing it, clicking on OK. Minimum sales, drag and drop it into text box. So 0.4440. 0.4440 is your minimum sales. Let's try with the maximum sales again. Instead of getting confused with the brackets, I go here, create a calculation field. I take here as maximum sales, max, open a bracket, expression is sales. I take sales, click on OK. So maximum sales, drag and drop it here. So 2, okay, I have done this in a wrong field. Remove. I'll go for this calculation field. Maximum sales, I'll put it here. It says 22638. So we have here 22638. The next one is we have to take the number of sales. So again, I'm doing this. Create a calculation field. Create a calculation field as count. Count the number of sales. Count the number of sales. I'm taking here as count, count, and I take here as sales. Let me select the sales, and now I'll click on this OK. You got this count number of sales, put it into text box. So here 994, here also 994. So you have this field validated. So you have both the things here. In the first one, general calculation, I just clicked on this drop down, went to this measures, and I have converted it. Here I have used the formulas to describe it. You can try this by using a function. Okay, if anywhere you have a doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Did you all try this formulas? Ma'am, we have environmental subject online exam tomorrow from 6 to 7. What about the online class? See, I'm not sure whether we will be having a class tomorrow or not. Okay, because I just got one message from one of the students and she said she has an exam. And now the second person who's asking about exam is Meena. Now let me know how many of you are going to take a exam. Environmental subject, right? So now, if you have an environmental subject exam tomorrow, then in chat box, just write it as 3. Whoever is having a exam tomorrow, put it as 3. Who doesn't have, they can just put it as 0. I find so many of you are having an exam. See, I have not given any information for suspending a class or what it is. Only information I have nothing yet. Zero information. I can see you zero information about tomorrow's class. In case if I get a message saying that you people are having an exam and the class will be suspended, I'll drop a message in a WhatsApp group. If not, it will be as usual, the classes will be engaged. You can either do one more thing. You have a Maria ma'am's number, right? Maria Jose, your coordinator. Contact her, check with her. If any changes, you can update me for tomorrow. Okay. So because I didn't get any information, any update regarding your classes, and I don't think so the class will be suspended. In case if it is there, then I'll drop a message. Clear? If you understood, you can say it as okay. If not, you talk to Maria ma'am. I'll update you all. Okay. Priya Fatima says okay. Okay. Kitna. Fine then. So you can work on this calculations, right? We have done this calculation. Try this formulas. Any doubts, you can ask me in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow entire thing will be of a calculations only. But whatever it is about tomorrow's class, what it is going to happen, I'll update you in a group. Rest of the things, in case if you want to have a time, if you want a time for your exams or whether it will be pre-pond or what it is, your exam timing, you can talk to Mariama. Okay, so in that case, that's all for today. We'll see you in tomorrow's session. Clear?